Hey, so part two of making more money working less, right? Or making more money working the same, or making the same money working less. However you want to work it out, it's basically having control over your time and your money. Okay, so it's a simple mechanics of making more and working less. I'm going to share this in the group. I got my other screen right here. Preeminence Unleashed group. So here's the biggest hang up. Okay, I'm just going to get right into it. Here's the biggest hang up. As entrepreneurs, we like to make things happen. Okay, we're business owners. We create things. Um, Something happens, we celebrate it. Something good happens, we celebrate it. Something bad happens, and we mourn or we adjust. Okay, here is the biggest mistake we make. Okay, the biggest mistake we make. Systems are working, bad things don't happen. Okay, because peace and prosperity, they come after the mechanics are put in place, after the system is built, right? After you have controlled the things you can control and they're self-sustaining and they solve their own problems, right? So here's the thing. First of all, life is not a snapshot, right? It's a continuum. It's a streaming video. And so we have to be able to adjust. And again, good things happen, we celebrate. We're entrepreneurs. We like to make things happen. We put good into the world. When bad things happen, we try to figure out what went wrong. And it's this constant state of reaction. Here's the mistake we make as human beings. As human beings, we make the mistake, we fail to appreciate when bad things don't happen. Okay. You know how many systems are in place right now that hold this planet together, that right now this building is not on fire, right? And we fail to appreciate that. There are systems in place that prevent these things from happening. Nobody's going to walk in. Nobody walked in yesterday and robbed our business, right? And we fail to appreciate those things. We fail to appreciate the systems in place that prevent bad things from happening so that we can focus on creating new things. And because of that, we don't focus on systems. It doesn't feel like a win. It doesn't feel like we're digging ourselves out of a hole, right? When we dig ourselves out of a hole, we feel accomplished. If we just never get into the hole in the first place, we don't feel anything at all. And that's a huge mistake, huge mistake. Okay. And that is why we really have to be system oriented and understand and learn to appreciate when bad things don't happen. It allows us to do more good things. A lot of us rather fall down into the hole to feel the accomplishment of getting out of the hole, right? Because we appreciate the progress. We don't appreciate the fact that nothing bad happens. Okay. So listen to this. 100 startups, every 100 startups, after 5 years, only 20 are left. After 5 years after that, only 4. 5 years after that, only 1. 1 in 100 in 15 years. Why? It is always death by 1,000 paper cuts. Either they don't have a good product or offer, but assuming they do, death by 1,000 paper cuts. It's this relentless erosion caused by these recurring efficiencies. And of course, their offspring, fire, killing, and distraction. But we fail to appreciate when fires don't start. And we pat ourselves on the back when we put out a fire. So our inclination, right? We kind of have a propensity to bias the systems, the operations, the business setup that might start a few fires, because no fires, nothing happens. We don't have anything to do. Fire starts, we put it out, we feel accomplished, right? So that's the big mistake we make, is not appreciating when bad things don't happen, but we appreciate when we fix broken things. So naturally, again, we have a propensity to have a system that is set up to break, because we just fail to appreciate when things don't break, right? And if you want to continue to be a jack of all trades, if you want to keep putting out fire so you feel accomplished, like you want to fall down into these freaking holes and valleys just to climb out and celebrate the fact that you're at the same freaking place you started, you're playing a game you can't win, right? It's like the whatever circle of hell where he pushes the rock up and it slides back down, and pushes the rock up and it slides back down. That is your business without intensive system management, right? You're just pushing the rock up, letting it slide down so that you feel the accomplishment of pushing the rock up. And people do that. And the truth is, they're not aware of it because we fail to appreciate. So we take the wrong stance because the mechanics are invisible. So when I met Dan, my business partner, I did not know that it was so easy. I did not know I could see the mechanics that were causing this rock to slide back down, that was causing me to fall in the hole, right? Once you become system oriented, you see the mechanics, you fix the mechanics, and then all these fires, you realize they're products of dysfunctional subsystems. And once I accepted this, like now I just float through my day just fascinated. I don't have to put out fires. I don't have to climb out of a hole every day and pretend like it's a win. I just kind of throw it through the day, and our clients do the same, and our employees do the same. And it's just a matter of systems, real world, hard reality, getting that sorted out. Okay. Because the whole point of being in business is to be happy, right? And happy people spend their day basking in intentional results. Unhappy people spend their day reacting to things because they refuse to take the time to see the mechanics that are causing these outcomes, right? You're not helpless. It's not too complex or impenetrable. It's just a matter of breaking up the subsystems and optimizing them. And that's what we do. So think about that, because the biggest mistake you can make in your business is to not appreciate when bad things don't happen. And because of that orientation to move forward, even if it means sliding backwards and then moving forward, that orientation is going to, you're going to death by 1,000 paper cuts, right? You're going to burn out. You're going to end up not being able to recover. You can't outmarket and outsell when you're playing that game. So that's that. Hopefully that's useful. Give it a share, give it a like, let me know. And start becoming a little more system oriented. We have tons of resources to help you, but I'm just telling you that because I've been there, I've done that. My life is way better than it was before. And if you're an entrepreneur and you have a good service and a good product, you deserve the same.